A record-breaking number of signatures were turned into the Missouri Secretary of State's office today to put a new question on your ballot this year. The question: do you want to stop Missouri politicians from interfering with voter-passed measures? The Respect Missouri Voters campaign turned in 367,000 signatures on a petition to get their question in front of voters this year. The campaign formed after lawmakers rewrote laws that Missourians pass at the ballot box, like the paid sick leave and minimum wage policy voted back in 2024. A yes vote on this question put three things in the Missouri Constitution: require ballot summaries to be clear and unbiased, preserve the right to petition, and make it harder for politicians to change or undo what voters pass at the ballot box.
Missouri voters, respect Missouri voters!
This amendment will secure the freedom to petition for future generations of Missourians from all parts of our great state.
Election officials need to verify the signatures are valid and not repetitive in order for it to officially go on the ballot. It could potentially be voted on in August or November. This campaign faces some competition. Amendment 4 will be voted on this year, and it would make it harder to amend the Missouri Constitution by increasing the amount of votes required from a simple majority to a majority in every congressional district.